right, y'all. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you stick around. I'm gonna see if my little Kioti tractor and this Ramsplitter will bust up these big old hickory rounds. I'll turn you around and show you a little more of what I got. I'm gonna bust up these oak rounds while I got the Ramsplitter on. And instead of taking them over to my pile of oak I got way over there, well, one round at a time, I'm gonna see about putting them in that tote and just taking them over in one trip later. But I'm really gonna be working on this hickory. I won't get it all done today. I really only have about an hour before we're gonna go to a swimming party with the kids, but I'll see what I can get done and maybe turn the camera on for a little bit. But these are pretty big. They're anywhere from 27 inches in diameter to some of them are 32. Here's one right here, and it's really 31, but just to show you how big they are. And they got some notches in them or some limbs, so I'm expecting to have a little bit of trouble of them getting stuck on the wedge. And that's how come I keep this pipe here. I just like to keep it right in there, and when one does get stuck on the wedge, let me turn you around. I'll use that bungee cord there and put it up against the back plate, and then on the return stroke it'll almost always get that piece of wood to turn loose off of the wedge. Hopefully I won't have to do that much, but y'all stick with me. We'll see how it goes. I did some splitting this morning, late morning really, and I ran out of shade. The shade's back now under this tree, but I already had to change shirts once. I mean, it was pretty warm. It's the real feel is like 105 right now. I think it's 90 degrees is the air temperature. So this kind of splitting right here, I'll turn that fan on me, a little Milwaukee fan, and this will be a little more suited for the temperature we have. Thank y'all for watching. I wish you would, if you don't mind, hit that like button, maybe subscribe, and most definitely leave me a comment. Thank y'all. See ya. I'm splitting up these big red oak rounds here, and this come from a tree that fell at my sister's place and tore up her boyfriend's truck. I totaled it out actually and fell on her house. But these are some pretty big oak rounds. I didn't measure these, but man, they split apart. They're so heavy, and you know, any of y'all that split wood, you know how much better oak splits than hickory. So if you'll notice, you'll watch these rounds split apart versus the hickory rounds that I do next, and they're just they're stringier. The hickory is, and it just takes more driving and maneuvering to get them to split up. But this oak it's a pleasure to run, and the Ramsplitter and the Kioti together, it doesn't have any trouble with oak. Even with a crotch, sometimes this one right here is a crotch. You can kind of see where I shaved it off, and I'm leaning over right there to get the RPMs up, and it'll usually go through it. I usually run the RPMs on my tractor around 22 or 23, almost at that PTO mark. And on the hickory I got it up around the PTO mark, just to speed things up, and it's a little harder to split. But it just made sense to me to bust these pieces up and put them in that tote and move them one time. Now my little tractor, it didn't really like moving that tote full of green red oak. It's about all she wanted to move it around the other side, but I did manage to get it. It would be nice to run a 4-way on this Ramsplitter. I think it might have enough power to push it through on some of these oak rounds that are straight. I don't believe it would do it on a hickory or something like that, but I do get a lot of big oak rounds, ash, cherry, and sometimes hickory. So I'd be curious to see about the 4-way maybe someday. But what's super handy about this Ramsplitter is I can pinch a piece, carry it to my pile, and then finish splitting it and just pile it up and kind of kill two birds with one stone. And then I'll move my super splitter over there when I get ready to, and split it down to the size to get ready to sell. This video here is in real time, and I speed you up and slow you down throughout the rest of the video. Just kind of, some people ask me how slow it is or how fast it is, but this one, like I said, is real time. A lot of the other ones are sped up just to keep the video from being an hour long. when I was first looking at this, I was scared that my Kioti would not have enough hydraulic pressure or power to bust these big rounds. But so far, I'm very pleased with it. At the end of the video, I'll show you a gripe I do have with the Ramsplitter. It's nothing major, and I may do something to remedy it. I'll move you around throughout the video, give you different angles of the wedge working on some of these big rounds. On my last video, I don't know what happened, but I lost several subscribers. Not a whole lot, but I don't know if it was because I was promoting my favorite drink, Sundrop, or what the deal was, but I did lose a few. And so I don't know if there's people out there watching me that are partial to your kind of drink, but hey, I didn't mean nothing by it. I was just telling you what I like. So you can take it what you want to, but anyways, whether you did or didn't, I appreciate you watching, and thank y'all to the people that have subscribed. I gained a few here in the last few days, and my kids, they ask me pretty regular, how many subscribers do we have? So y'all don't let them down now. They're counting on y'all. You don't want to disappoint them. But seriously, I greatly appreciate the support, the kind comments. I've been really surprised at all the super nice comments and people that faithfully watch these little videos. I thank y'all a whole bunch, and keep them coming if you would. Hit that thumbs up, whatever you want to do. But I'll keep piddling around with it, and I appreciate y'all again. God bless y'all. Hope y'all having a good week, good weekend. Whatever it is y'all doing, I hope that you're doing well. I am. I'm super blessed, and there ain't no doubt about that. See y'all next time. This is this standing dead hickory tree I got off my in-laws' place. And it's a pretty good little pile of hickory. I've already split a half a cord off of it. Smaller pieces I didn't use the ram splitter to bust them up. So that'll be a pretty good little load of hickory. And here's them oak rounds I busted up. They come off my sister's place. A tree fell on her place, did some damage. But man, that ram splitter, it splits those oak, you know, just like anything else. They just pop apart. The oak does so much better, so much quicker. And hickory wants to stick, and the rounds don't pop apart. It just takes me a little more driving and maneuvering. I have to get off some and play with them, but it sure beats axing them all, in my opinion, and even noodling, really. I've had a couple people ask me about this ram splitter. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not what some of these others are, like the Wolf Ridge and the Easton Mate. I'll just be honest. I put the guard for the hoses on myself, but I haven't had any trouble out of it. But there's some things that I don't like. I don't know if you can see this, but see how much play there is? There's a lot of slack where the pins go. I don't know if you can see that very much on the camera, and they'll pop off every now and then. When you I don't even have to put it in much of a bind, but it popped off on me once or twice doing this hickory load, which is a little more than usual, but still, it's something to consider. The slides, I just replaced, me and my little boy replaced the slides, and I tried something different. This is 1/4 inch thick, and these were not even half that. The black slides are the factory slides. So I'm gonna see, I bought those white 1/4 inch thick slides off Amazon. They may work and make it a little longer than the factory slides, I don't know. If y'all like this kind of stuff, subscribe if you hadn't already. Hit the like button, leave me a comment if you want. Like I said, man, I always appreciate y'all. And we'll see you next time. Bless y'all.